Hey, yo! Welcome back. We are in the state of Texas, Lone Star State, doing a little bass fishing.
That it is.
With y'all today, virtually. It's going to be a good time. We're in the afternoon situation, hot and toasty. This is the spawn season, and fish are starting to move up shallow. So we're going to be doing some shallow techniques and trying to pop a big one right here with you. So let's get after it.
Do a little bit of trolling on the way into the creek. You got to maximize your fishing time, and when you're idling, you can't fish, but you can. A little bit of trolling action. That's what I'm doing up here. Rackley's on driving duty. He's Captain Rackley. Then I'm over here, Skipper Jon. Seeing if I can just get a striper or a white bass to come up and. Oh, Jesus! Scared me.
So
I wish.
This is a deep pocket that we're in. We're like halfway into a creek right now. I think we're gonna start halfway. That's, you know, it's just a good starting point. Sometimes they're all the way in the back. And usually in the afternoons, you'll see fish more in the back because the water warms up quicker. But 70-degree water right now.
This is weird because this is the warmest water we found in the entire lake.
Yes.
And it's so funny. You go to the crazy thing that Rackley didn't say that maybe he did that I might have missed is that you go to a creek that's like less than a mile down that way, and it's like 62 in the back. So
very strange.
It is weird.
Gotta pay attention to the water temps.
Right.
So, fish are gonna be shallow when the water temps are warming up. 62, you'll start seeing fish really push up. A lot of male bass, smaller bass moving up to start making beds. 64 is like magic bed making temperatures when it's consistently 64. And then when it's like 70, the whole lake usually starts turning on with just shallow water fish. But this lake is very deep, and what we're experiencing is the surface temps are pretty warm compared to the lower water column. So a lot of the shad and other fish are gonna ride up in the water column in the afternoons. And a great way to target those fish is with a suspending bait like this Scout that I got on here. If you guys want to check these out, fish them on your local waters, link will be down in the description. You're basically putting your bait, leaving your bait in that strike zone, working it through as these bait fish and these predatory species are up there chasing them and just trying to warm up. Sometimes you'll see them just sitting there and they're literally just warming up. It's strange.
Can I add a quick tip?
Absolutely.
I got an appendix tip. Everything Rackley just said, on point. Just some lush info that you guys need to absorb. One thing that I've learned, I learned this while ice fishing. Someone taught me this while ice fishing. This is crazy. But one thing you have to keep in mind is you have to think about this from a predator and prey standpoint. You guys see this wall right in front of us, and it is a huge drop. It's not gradual. It doesn't go like from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. It's like that wall is like 6 feet of water. And bass will oftentimes use that wall to push bait up into. So you got to think about this wall as being kind of like a corralling technique for these fish to push the shad, push the beluga up into, because it's like literally a wall. The fish hit the wall and they've got nowhere to go, and it's easier for the fish and the bass and the striper and the white bass to kill their prey. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Like just the style of bank we're fishing right now is better for moving baits because it's what the fish are using to herd the
corral. I like corral.
Corral, yeah.
You know, especially we're in Texas.
Yeah, corral. Yeah.
We're corralling them shads up there.
They're corralling the shads up in to the bluff walls, and there's not too many lakes like this in Texas, so that's why this is such a good fishery.
3, 4 medium-sized fish.
Yeah, got one. Clapped it good.
Seriously?
Yep. Got it. Wah-bam! First fish on. Little secondary point leading in. On the Scout. Oh, we've got it. Top of the schnoz.
Really good one.
Got him on 10 pound. Let's try to not break our line. There we go. Doesn't have a belly on. This fish is beat up, y'all. I'm honestly thinking this could be a post spawner. Look, his jaw has been caught.
Early post spawner.
I think this is a post spawn. So we got 70-degree water. We could have both things going on. Halfway back in the creek, first fish. It's a nice fish, just, you know, healthy 2.5 pounder. Baitfish might be the best search bait for right now with the water conditions. Those shad just riding up in the column. It's perfect. So this one goes 4 to 6 feet. Tells you right there. And if you look on the electronics, a lot of the bait you see is literally 4 to 6 feet down.
It says right there.
Oh, that one's cleaner.
Yeah, because I haven't caught any fish on jerkbaits this year. That's why it's cleaner.
So jerkbaits, you know, they're an excellent bait in cold water, but they're also a good search tool in the spring, like throughout the spawn. It's just a good bait.
Which is funny because honestly, I've learned that this trip that this bait actually kind of works in all water temps.
Yeah.
Like I grew up fishing jerkbaits for like smallmouth in cold water, like freezing water. But we're fishing 7 degrees right now, so I've learned something this trip. This is nuts. Jerkbaits work in warm water. Who would have thought?
Yeah, this is shad.
This clear shad. Oh! That was crazy.
Got him.
That was crazy.
Bass?
Got him. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah, it's a
that
bass.
is
It's a good
awesome.
one. Right off the tree.
Right off, dude. That was so cool.
I know, yeah, no, it's a nice one. My reaction time was way off.
Nice fish, dude.
They're very nice
Oh
fish.
yeah, baby.
Ate it on top.
Came up, ate it on top.
Yeah.
That was insane.
That was insane. That was. I'm not as hyped as I should be, just because I'm just in shock right now. I'm just in shock.
Shark.
Oh wow! I felt the hook points on that one. I felt the hook points on that one. Look at that
Nice fish, man.
Let's go. Believe it or not, I've been doing so much spring fishing this season. I started early March up until now, and I have not picked up the jerkbait, and I regret doing so because clearly there's something about this jerkbait, specifically the Scout, that drives them insane. I wasn't rolling on my GoPro because I've got malfunctions, but that fish ate on the surface. It's probably close to, I don't know, 2 3/4. That's a very healthy, nice fish. Very fat, very ready to spawn. That's the ones we're after. Oh, that was so dirty.
There's some activity going on here.
Oh, so sick. Let's go. Boosh. I'm pumped now. I'm hyped. I'm awake.
Y'all gotta smash the like button. Come over here and check this out.
Oh, look at that.
So literally right where Jon caught that fish, this is the scenario we're looking at. So here's the shad. For some reason they're liking to congregate right here in this creek spot. And there's a bass sitting right there below him, just following him around. So this jerkbait just goes, sits there around the shad, and then they go whoop, bam! That's how it's done. Nice job.
Dirty.
Just wonder what it's like.
Got one.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let's go.
God. Dude,
Shady side too.
just stuck it, like stuck it. Oh, come off!
That was a decent one.
Yeah, it was a decent one. Same thing, same exact thing, folks. Just didn't keep them pinned. Sometimes they get a little supercharged in 70-degree water.
There's so much bait in the bottom that your graph thinks we're in 3 feet.
Yeah, it won't even read.
Your
won't
graph
even
thinks
read.
we're in 3 feet of water.
So, here's the thing with this technique, though. Like, we've been throwing Texas rigs this morning. Like, it was kind of a different bite, but over the last couple days, we figured out that this is a better way to catch them in the afternoons, because when you throw a jig, when you throw a Texas rig, any kind of bottom bait, it just goes through them too fast. Like, they're looking up top. So where we were getting bites in the mornings, where the fish were kind of settling in the bottom, it just wasn't happening in the afternoons, and that's when we started picking up suspending baits like the Scout, and it just totally changed the game.
Yeah. Did fall off.
It kind of just comes out every once in a while. Oh, what happened? Are you hooked?
Brian,
Backwater? Are you hooked?
Yeah. Pass the barb. Is it in your skin?
Probably.
There was no sound.
No, it's not.
I feel something.
God.
Yeah, that's in my skin.
I'm so sorry. That was my fault. That was really stupid.
Okay, Jon, tell me what's going on here.
I love how you put me on the spot. Well, guys, the jerkbait bite got real hot, and I got a little negligent, and I was going for a backhand cast and did not realize Bryant was filming behind me. And always look behind before you make a cast, especially when you're on the boat with like 50 other people. I hooked him with one of our really sharp hooks. We keep warning you guys about these hooks. They're really sharp. They're really sticky. In this case, it stuck our cameraman, so cameraman Bryant. So we're gonna get this guy out the way I love to get out all my hooks, with a little bit of Googan braid, 50 pounds. little bit of space. All right. Ready, 1, 2, and 3. It's out. Did that hurt bad or no?
Yeah, it really hurts.
Did it really hurt? It's out though. Sorry,
I'm
Brian.
just taking a second just to...
Not my brightest moment. And the stupid thing is this whole trip I was talking about, I've never hooked anyone. I've never hooked anyone on a boat. Well, broke that curse today. My apologies, B.
It's all good.
You got a little blood coming out, but it's fine. It's not like I ripped your filament out or anything like that.
It's all good.
The B's so nonchalant. It's all good. Just gotta hook him out. Just another day.
Just another day.
Where's the hook at?
Big growing up in Illinois, it was like just jerkbaits.
Look at this. Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
Good one!
Oh.
Good one! Oh.
What?
Let's go! Baby!
Let's go! I saw that out of the corner of my eye. Oh my god.
That was awesome.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Dude,
baby.
this lake is insane.
We saw that strike, dude. That was crazy.
We were looking at a shad on the surface, and I just see this whoosh on Rackley's lure. I'm like, oh. That was the hardest we've geeked all trip.
That was cool.
intense.
That was cool, and he actually just slurped it. That came on a weightless lunker log,
Damn.
baby bass color.
Damn.
Same concept though, just twitching it, and it was just sinking. And we were just looking at a shad that was shimmering on the surface, and John was like, "That thing's gonna get crushed." And then
You got
this gets
crushed.
crushed. So, absolutely amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. So we're all the way in the back of the creek now, and there's gonna be more like probably spawning activity. And that's when it's good to switch up to a little weightless plastic too, because you can get it around the trees and shallower cover and whatnot, but same sort of tactic. Just high in the water column, twitching it. Oh, you know we gotta give it a sniff, baby. Let's let this fish go. Throw some more shad. Love ya. Okay, y'all, I think these tips are gonna help you this spring. Make sure you have some sort of bait to twitch at the surface and get those bass that are riding high in the column. And make sure to go ahead and smash that like button if these tips are helping you. And if you want to stay tuned for more, keep it locked right here. Hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you here next time.